Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, how are you?
It's okay. What is your background? It's ocean, right?
I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
You finished your dinner?
Yeah, already.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. We will start with first is the Thailand story. Copy. Okay. Yeah. This is for Thailand story.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Thailand. Okay. Is the popular country that the traveler would like to travel.
Travelers.
Travelers would like to travel. Most of our travelers is Chinese.
Travelers are
Okay. Okay.
Chinese.
Most of our traveler is Chinese. Are Chinese.
Yeah, many, because there are many travelers, not one.
Okay.
Most of our travelers are Chinese.
Most of our traveler are Chinese. We have a lot of beautiful oceans in the south of Thailand and a lot of mountains in the north of Thailand. The natural landscape is very beautiful for camping.
Okay.
Okay. Thailand has many various foods with the cheap price. Most of the traveler like to try. It's called Tom Yam Gung and Pad Thai, and I think another famous is Som Tam. Okay, it have a lot of famous food, but I think Tom Yam Gung is the most popular. Okay, these are the famous food that we recommend to the traveler. Okay, next is Bangkok. Bangkok is the capital of Thailand. This is the landmark that, and this city has a lot of street food, a night market, Chinese road, and beautiful temple. We have a popular festival. It's named Songkran Festival. Okay, do you know about Songkran Festival?
No.
Okay.
First time I have heard.
Okay, in Songkran Festival, this is a long holiday for us. We will go back to my hometown and spending the time with family. And we have the Khao San Road. This is the road to we set for traveler, and we set for a Thai person that would like to play water on this road. Okay, I think this is culture of the Thai person. We will play water on this road. Okay, the best time that recommend traveler to visit in Thailand, it's I think November to February. Okay, from India to Thailand, I think it take time around 4 hours. If you would like to travel in Thailand, this is the time that you would like to prepare for this.
Okay, very good. Very nice. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. And
And for
questions.
the questions, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, the questions. Okay, 20 questions. Okay, the first is, what do you think about Thailand?
It's a very good country. Actually, I have never been to Thailand, but I have heard a lot about Thailand because it is a very good country for the travelers, and I think most of the time I have seen most of the Indians they want to travel or they want to visit Thailand. So I think it is a beautiful country. It is a very cultural country, and I think lot of temples are there. I think, as you have already told, and
Yeah.
it's a very it is full of natural places. I think
Yes,
like
yes.
mountains, rivers, and all. So, as you know, I have already told you that I like the places with, which are full of nature. So
Yeah, I
that can
remember.
be my, destination country in future just for visiting. So let's
Okay.
see. After the means the situation is normal, we may decide to travel.
Yeah, very welcome.
Yeah. Thank
Very
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Next is
And for our next, have it's mean you haven't ever eaten Thai food, right?
no. I have never eaten it.
In India, it's have Thai restaurant or not?
No, we don't have, but we have Chinese restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah, we have Chinese. Even city Kolkata
don't know.
or Calcutta in English. You can say Calcutta.
Okay, Calcutta, Calcutta.
It is the biggest city in India.
Oh.
It is bigger than Mumbai. It is most you can say it is the biggest city in India, very big city, and it has a place that is for me only that is called Chinatown.
Oh, Thailand also have Chinatown, right? Yeah,
So
I think it's,
Chinatown.
we have.
Yeah, so Chinatown is a very big place in Calcutta, and only Chinese are there. They have their own food, their own market. They have their own newspaper. They have their. It is if you go to Chinatown in India, you will be surprised to see that you are in China. Yes, yes. It is a big place. So Chinese food is there. Everything is Chinese there.
Okay.
So,
Have you ever been there?
no. I haven't been there, but I would like to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's far from your state or not?
Very far, very far.
Oh, very far. Okay.
Maybe 2000 kilometer.
2000?
Kilometer.
Oh, very far.
Yes.
Oh, okay. For the next is what do you want to do? Number 5. What do you want to do if you have a time and you have a chance to travel in Thailand?
What is
Number
the
5.
number 5? What do you want to do if you have a chance to travel in Thailand? Yes. If I travel or if I get a chance to visit Thailand, definitely I will have to prepare a lot of things before I visit Thailand. Like means I have to carry a lot of things with me, my clothes and all everything. Apart from this, in Thailand, or I will plan that what places I should visit, their
Mm.
important places, because it's not possible for any traveler to visit whole Thailand in
Yes.
few days. So I would
Yeah.
like to visit, famous places.
Yeah, it's
Famous
mean.
places.
In Thailand, if I suggest my friends in the other country, I think first time you have to visit Bangkok.
Bangkok, yes, because this is the
Uh-huh.
capital city. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be very good, very beautiful, I think. And definitely, first of all, I should visit Bangkok and some other good cities,
Mm-hmm.
natural places, and all.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
definitely, I would like to have someone uh, with me. He or she,
Someone?
he or she should be from Thailand, who can guide me
It's
to
guide.
visit that
Mm-hmm.
place, or he or she can take me to the different places. So I'll be more comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
it may be he or she, no problem. He or she can guide me. Oh, this is the beautiful place. This is about this and all.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Okay.
it
Yeah,
can be a guide. You can say it can be a
yeah,
guide.
in Thailand have a lot of guide
Yes.
because we have a lot of person that would like to support, and we have I think we have a lot of package
Yes.
to provide and to support to the traveler.
Okay, let
Huh?
me know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that uh, the Thailand's economy is dependent on travelers, because
Mm,
lot of travelers, visit Thailand. So it is good for Thailand to have good economy. You understand, economy means it is a good source of earning for Thailand. That lot of travelers go to Thailand.
I'm not sure about this. Okay,
Did,
give
did,
a
did,
minute.
did you understand what I asked?
Um, 50%
Oh,
that
okay.
I understand. Uh-huh.
Economy.
Not sure.
Okay, don't worry. Uh, Economy is this.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
just want to know if the economy of Thailand depends on travelers.
I think yes.
Yeah,
Yes. 70%.
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
what about the main, business, or
In Thailand?
yeah, what is the main business of Thai people? I mean, what do they do to earn money?
Oh, in Thailand, I think we have a lot of restaurant. We have a lot of food to or I think I have a lot of place that we can create that place and that area to provide and support the traveler. We have a lot of place in the north, in the south, and I think Thailand economic it's depend on the traveler to travel in Thailand or not, because for now in Thailand we have I think it's called stuck of economic because for now it's in COVID situations. Uh-huh.
Yes, because these days it is, because
It's hard to earn the money from the I
yeah,
think 50% of the person that have the food business it cannot continue for this time.
Yes, yes,
I
because
think it's
yeah,
quite bad.
because the hotel industries and all, they are in trouble these days, because no tourists are coming to Thailand, and so restaurant, hotels means they may be without business these days.
Yeah. I think about the import and export business in Thailand. For now, it's not good if we compare with the traveler business. And I think another business that very famous in Thailand is massage.
Ah, yes, yes. I know that because I have seen some of the videos on YouTube. The travelers, they go there and they record, they talk to the
Yeah.
people there, and they are very friendly people, I think.
Yes.
Thai people, they are very friendly and very, hardworking, very energetic. Means they welcome travelers in a nice way, and means they always welcome travelers warmly. Yeah, I have seen
Yeah.
that. That is also their business, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think okay. It's for the next questions is do you like a massage?
Yeah, I like, but yeah, I know it is very popular activity in Thailand.
Yeah,
But I have
very
never,
very
I have,
popular.
but I have never got any chance to have
in
that.
in India have a
Yeah,
massage.
yeah. In India, it is there are a lot of centers. Yeah, yeah, but I have never been to. I have gone to, I have been to a massage center in India in my city, but that is, for the patients only.
Oh really?
Yeah, not for everyone.
Oh.
Everyone or anyone can go there, but it is quite costly. You know. Yeah, it
In
is.
Thailand, very cheap.
Yes,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
very cheap.
yes,
Yeah, per hour. I think 2 hour recommend for one time. It's okay. Okay.
so it is
Um,
very costly here in India.
okay. For the next number 7. Okay. Do you like spicy food?
Oh my God, I don't like spicy food.
You
Yes,
don't like?
sometimes
Oh,
it's okay, little bit, but
I,
the whole food is spicy. I cannot eat.
I think in
Because
India,
if I have spicy food, I may have burning sensation in my stomach.
oh,
Yeah,
I think in India have a lot of ingredients, a lot of chili. Yeah,
spices. Yes, lot of spices are there, but they are not harmful.
oh,
They are very good for your digestion. Indian
okay.
spices are good for health.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, it's mean okay in Thailand we have a lot of spicy food, but we have not spicy food. Yeah, we have. Okay, and for the next, in Thailand we have a lot of street food. In India, India have street food or not?
Yeah, a lot of young
Really?
people. Yeah, young people. Young boys, young girls. They always like to have street food. So because they have no proper time to have their lunch or breakfast or dinner. So on the way to their college, actually colleges or schools, they like to have street food. So there are a
In
lot of
Thailand.
is lot of stalls.
Yeah, in Thailand, the street food in Thailand have various food. We have seafood. We have the new. I think it's like the person that sells something in street food. They will create a new thing
Yeah,
to
it
the
is also
person
very
that.
common. Here the young boys and girls they like to have fast food on
Yes.
a street like pizza, burger, yeah, and
Yeah.
something
French
like
fry and cheese
yeah,
and other.
yeah, and like sometimes they like to have pastry, cakes, and all these things. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and chow mein, chow mein,
No.
chow mein, and
Tell
like
me.
Manchurian.
No.
These are Chinese food, I think. Manchurian.
Manchurian. Yeah. Can you write on this?
I don't know the exact the spelling.
How to call
Chow
again?
chow mein.
Chow mein. I will check.
Yeah,
Not sure.
yeah, because yes, I've seen a lot of people they like to have chow mein and like noodles.
Yeah. Noodle.
Yeah.
A lot of noodle.
Yeah. So people like to have.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes even my children, my daughter, they like to, she likes to eat such kind of food. Yeah.
Okay. In Thailand, Korean food is very popular. About I think 2 or 3 years ago, very popular Korean food.
Yeah, in India, it is very common that the people they have app in their smartphone and they order whatever they
Delivery
like.
food.
Yeah, delivering. It is
In
delivered.
India have.
Yeah, lot of in every city, lot of, and it is delivered within 15 to 20 minutes only.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
You like
it
to
is.
you like to or I think to choose the food on the app and
I don't like, but my daughter and my brother's children, they like to order food from outside. But I like to have food in my home only. Home
oh
prepared food.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. For the next is okay. Do you know and do you like about scuba diving or snorkeling?
Oh, what is that? I don't know actually.
Oh, okay. This is when we go to the ocean and we would like to see the coral. This is the snorkeling.
Oh, yes.
Ah,
I've never done it, but it is, I think, very
ah.
dangerous. Huh?
In India, have the beautiful ocean.
Yes. But
Oh,
in some of the cities only, not everywhere.
oh, really,
Yeah.
really. What is the famous or the popular of the city that the traveler go to the ocean?
Maybe in Chennai or in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Yes.
Oh, Mumbai have a lot of
Or
things.
Goa.
Oh,
You know Goa?
cool. No.
Goa is also a very famous city and very good place for the travelers.
Oh,
Because
okay.
because the language of Goa is Portuguese.
Mm,
A
okay.
lot of Portuguese are there.
On this city and what is the language of this? English?
English, of course, English is a common language.
Oh,
But Portugali they speak Portugali. Portugali language.
no.
That is from Brazil.
Brazil.
Yes.
Oh,
So
Brazil
yes,
language.
yeah.
Oh, Okay.
It is very
Uh-huh.
good place for the tourists because lot of seas are there. So you may have all these things there, scuba
Mm-hmm.
diving and all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like about this, and I would like to try in India.
Hmm.
It's Goa city.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. For the for the number 50, 15. Uh-huh. Okay, I would like to know who do you know the famous person in Thailand?
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
This is
Yeah.
hard questions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. In India, I think very famous person is Tata, right?
Ah, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tata is famous in the world,
Mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm.
in India only. Tata is a world famous person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the next, okay, what do you think? And what is the different thing and what is the same thing about Thailand and India?
I don't know much about it, but
Mm-hmm,
what I have observed
mm-hmm,
that means, of course, Thailand is little bit inspired by the Western culture. I think yes,
yeah, yeah.
Thailand is inspired by the Western culture, and they have developed their country.
Mm-hmm,
Means the Thai. They have developed Thailand in a manner where means
mm-hmm,
it is a place
mm-hmm,
uh, it is a place of attraction for the
mm-hmm,
travelers, so
mm-hmm.
they like to travel that way.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you have ever heard some of Thai music?
Thai?
Thai music.
No, I have never heard. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I would like to know what is the popular Indian music.
India is, actually India is a very old culture, thousand and thousand of years old. Indian
Mm,
culture is thousand and thousands of year old, and you'll be surprised to know that most of the other cultures in the world they are originated from India.
mm.
Yes. So India is a land of that Almighty.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I think number 19 we already talked about the place and okay. The last questions is what do you think about the Thai person?
I think they are very good. They are very nice. They are beautiful. The girls are beautiful. Ladies are beautiful. People, the boys, gents, they are very good and handsome, and they are
Mm-hmm.
very help. They have helping nature, and
Oh,
and they are very cool. They are
mm-mm.
very cool. They don't get angry and all. I think this is my observation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is that all questions.
Okay. And now today let's continue some of the grammar points. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Last time I told you has to, have to, and
Mm-hmm.
had to, will have to. And now
Mm-hmm.
today you asked me something like used to.
Yes, used to.
Used to. But listen,
Yeah.
used to is never used in present tense. It is used to.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
If you write used to, it is wrong. It is always used to.
okay. It's mean in the past, right?
Yes, in the past. So first I write the structure: subject plus used to plus V1 plus object. This is the structure.
Oh.
Okay. V1 means first form of verb, like go. And you know second form of the go. What is go? Then go. Ah, yeah, yes, very good. When and then
Gone.
ah, very nice. Go, when, gone, right? So we use first form always. Used to. But what is the meaning? Suppose I say I used to play football in my childhood. What is the meaning of this?
I think it's mean you play football with your childhood in the past.
Yeah, but what is the exact meaning means? I tell you that. First you try to understand this, then I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. But this is the same meaning with I have played. Have played football.
No.
Not same.
Not same. I have played means this is present.
Oh no, it's
I
mean
told you last time.
have played. Oh, I have played football. No. I mean this.
No.
Oh.
What is the meaning of miss the?
This is a subject book have has plus plus the I think I'm not sure
Don't worry, I tell you. Has, have, is, has and have. If you are using has and have, it means this is present. But if you are using had, it is past. If you are using will have, this is future. Clear? If we say I have, suppose I say I have had my dinner today. Do you understand the meaning of this?
It's mean you already have dinner.
Yes. Had means eaten.
Oh yeah, had mean eaten. Yes, I think the period of time it's mean today it's not finished for you because it's mean you have had dinner. It's in the evening, right? But you go to sleep in the night. I think this word it's mean the period is during evening to at the night, right?
You are absolutely right. Means this is present. I have done this, like I have, like you see, I am going to take some water from my bottle, and now I have taken some water. Understand? Means you have done something few minutes back or half an hour back, like this.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah,
present.
yeah.
It is present, not past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
Okay.
used to. But when you say used to,
Mm.
like suppose I say I played football in my childhood.
Mm-hmm. It's in the past.
Yes, but I say I used to play.
Oh, used to. Uh-huh. It's mean past because you used to.
Both are past. But difference is there.
Oh.
I tell you the difference, okay? I used to play football in my childhood. I played football in my childhood. It means you say I played football in my childhood means you are just very, casual. I played. I played football in my childhood. But when you say I used to play cricket, means I used to play, means I played football every day in my childhood for a long time. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Means
Mm.
I played, if I say I played cricket in my childhood, it's okay. I played, you played something in your childhood. But when I say I used to play, it means I played football in my childhood for 10 years, for 5 years, or for something like for a long, long time. Means I was in the habit of doing something in the
Mm-hmm.
past for a long, long time. It means this.
Oh. Oh. Something that passed for a long time. Oh, used to like it. I was in the habit. Uh-huh. It's mean if I used to, it's a very long time, right?
I did something in the past for a long, long time. Means I was in the habit of doing this.
Oh, it's have the period to do about that if we use the used to in
Long
the
period. Means
sentence.
I did
Oh,
something for a long
oh,
period.
long period. Okay.
Maybe for 1 year, maybe for 2 years, maybe for 5 years. Right?
Oh, oh, okay. But if I use the have has plus the verb three, it's mean just finish a minute.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
But if I use uh, verb two, it's mean
Past.
past, not have the time.
Yeah.
It's oh.
Yeah, there is no time.
Oh.
Suppose I say I played or I went to Mumbai.
Uh-huh.
I went to Mumbai last year. It's okay. Past tense. I went to Mumbai.
Oh, this is the past. Okay, we will use this and combine with the yesterday, with the years, with the
Ah, yes, very
like.
good. Very nice. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Have,
very
have
clear.
I have done have plus V3. This is for the something you have done few minutes back or half an hour before. But it is for showing the present.
Oh,
Used to
oh.
means past, but for a long, long time.
Mhm. Oh,
And but
oh.
when you say subject and V2, this means you did it yesterday, you did it 5 years back, you did it 10 years back, 100 years back, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, very clear.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my teacher, very clear.
Understood?
Thank.
Yes. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now let's go to another phrase, and let's take okay, it is also very important. Let's take this use of get. You would like it, I think.
Get. Oh.
Get. Actually, get has different meaning. Get means when you get something, like you say, I get. I get salary every month. You get salary every month from your company, right?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry. You get salary every month. So get means when I get something. Okay. And get means sometimes bring. Sometimes, like we say, get me a glass of water, please.
Oh.
Get me a newspaper, today's newspaper, please. I want to read it.
If get, it's mean bring. Why we will choose to use only bring.
Yes. Bring. Sometimes you can use get in place of bring. Or you can say, bring me a glass of water. But this is not, formal English.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
You say, bring me today's newspaper. It is not formal. But
Oh,
when
it. Okay. Okay. I think. It's mean eat and have, right?
yeah, yes, very good.
Okay.
Eat is not formal, but have is formal. Similarly, bring is like you say sometimes, bring me that piece of paper. No. Please get me that piece of paper, please. This is formal language, official language, you can say. Get. Sometimes get means reach.
Rich.
Reach.
Oh. I got it.
Yes.
Right. It's mean when we talk. I got it. It's mean I reach about that thing, right?
That is different meaning when you say I got it. That is different. Reach is different. Sometimes you say I got it. I got it means you understand. Get means understand also. It has different meaning, get has different meaning. Like get means bring, you understood. Get means reach, get means understand, as you told me. When suppose I explain something to you, and you say, oh yes, I got it. I got it means I understood it.
What is get mean rich? Do you have a sense?
I'll tell you that, don't worry. I haven't told you yet.
Okay.
Get means reach. How? Suppose you are on the way, you are in a different city and you want to visit some place or you are asking someone how to reach that place, that time you ask, how can I get to supermarket, please?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
How can I get to, suppose I am in your city. Suppose I come to Thailand and I am in your city and I make a phone call to you and I ask you, Poon, I am here in your city. How can I get to your house?
Oh.
And that time
Okay.
you explain it to me, like come out of the airport and take the taxi number this, and you tell him to show that address.
Oh, okay.
So how can I get to means how can I reach?
Mm-hmm.
How can I reach your house? Or simply I say, how can I reach your house?
Oh. Okay.
How can I get to your house?
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear?
Clear. Oh, many meaning.
Yes. And one more, I tell you, it is also very important. Sometimes we use get plus V3. You know how?
No, I don't know how to use.
Okay. You know, in English, there are a lot of words and they have different meaning. And sometimes, like suppose I use disturb. You know the meaning of this word disturb?
I know.
Suppose when I use it for me, and I say, suppose I have small kids and they are making a noise. I am doing something on my computer and they are making a noise here. And I ask them not to disturb me. Like, please don't disturb me. Go there. Play in that room. Don't play here. Don't disturb me. Okay? Don't disturb me. This is for me. This is for me. But when I use that word for you, you are puzzled, you are thinking of something, you are not concentrated to your work because of some problem. That time I say, Mrs. Poon, don't get disturbed. Is it clear? Don't disturb me. Don't get disturbed.
Oh, okay. It's mean if okay, I saw you are eating some food and something, and I can told you don't get eaten about that.
No, eat you cannot use there.
Oh, okay. I have another question. Okay, don't get walk to that way.
No, you cannot use each and every verb there.
Oh no, I mean, it's mean
Yes, no
don't
problem. Just go ahead.
get walk on that way or something like this. Oh, cannot.
Some of the words can be used, like disappoint. Like disappoint. You understand the meaning of disappoint?
Understand.
Like I say, suppose a father is talking to his daughter or his son. Sometimes in his daughter's childhood, like suppose she has not performed well in exam, that time he is talking to his daughter like, you have disappointed me, my daughter. You have disappointed me. Means for me, but for you, don't get disappointed. That time my daughter says, oh Papa, don't get disappointed. I will do better in my next exam.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay. I think it's mean we can use the get work
Or
plus
you say I get paid. I get paid.
Oh.
I get paid every month. Whatever. Your salary. I get paid every month. I get paid means it is given to me.
Okay, I think some I have some conflicts with the get plus verb 3, but I think okay, I can take a time and understand about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take your time and try to understand. Otherwise, we'll discuss it again. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, what will you do in your homework? Okay. So, make sentences using I have done like this. Have plus V3.
Okay.
And
I will note it.
make few sentences using subject and V2.
Subject V2.
And subject have plus V3 and subject plus used to.
Okay. Used
So
to.
make
Okay.
sentences using these three structure and make some sentences using get.
Okay.
The meaning should be bring, get meaning should be reach, and meaning should be understand. So make few sentences using these things or these words, okay?
Okay.
And make 20 questions.
Okay. Get for bring, get for reach, get for understand.
Yes.
Okay, get for understand. Okay, I will note it. And get for plus verb 3. And okay, 20